Hello everyone, I'm Valentina. In today's video I'm going to show you how to do this look. So without any other introduction, let's move on with creating this look using only Nars products. Keep on watching. The next full face look that I'll be doing again here on my YouTube channel is gonna be chosen by you on my Instagram story, so make sure that you're following me right over there and also make sure to vote the brand that you'd like me to use in the next video. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna start applying the foundation and you have to make sure that you shake it very well before applying it. I'm using Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in shade Fiji. It's not my shade at the moment, so I'm gonna show you what I'm using to basically adjust the color of the foundation. If you're already following me on Instagram, then I'm pretty sure that you saw me using the Vita Liberata Self-Tanning Skin Tone Optimizer. This can be used as a primer and also as a moisturizer, and you can mix it with your foundation or you can just apply it right before the foundation. What I'm going to be doing now is to mix both of them. The foundation has a really nice texture. I think I'm using this foundation since forever. It's one of my favorite foundations and I will truly recommend you for all skin types. I'm going to mix them on the back of my hand using a small brush, and after that I'll start applying them all over the face and on my neck as well. This is a super lightweight foundation, but as I said, make sure that you are using the right moisturizer and the right primer. At the moment I don't have anything on my face. I don't have any primers, just a moisturizer and all the skincare steps that I did before, including the SPF. My sister told me when she watched one of the videos that you didn't mention anything about the SPF. Yes, I'm applying SPF every day and I'm using it even when I'm staying inside. So I'm gonna grab this mirror and I'll start applying the foundation from the center of my face. And then I'm gonna take the beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend it very well. You can also blend it using the brush. I just love to use the beauty blender, and I also have a new beauty blender and I want to try it. So this is the difference between the sponges, the beauty blenders. This one is not wet, this one is down. I don't know why, but I like the beauty blenders when they are not that new, you know, after I'm using them for a while, because they have a different texture and they are way much more flexible than when they are new. Okay, so I think it's already started to look quite good. I forgot to mention that I also did my eyebrows before camera because it takes quite a long and I don't want to make this video too long. If you want to see how I did my eyebrows, then I'm gonna leave the link in the description below, and I'm also gonna pop it up right over here somewhere. Okay, I think it looks quite good. I still have this little friend here, which is a little bit visible but not that much. I mean, the foundation does the job and it covers really good, and the finish is so beautiful. I feel like it's a little bit glowy but not too much, which for me it's a really good thing because I have a combination to oily skin type and I don't like when a foundation is way too glowy because it's gonna look shiny by the end of the day, even though I am fixing it with powder. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on with another iconic product from Nars, and I'm gonna be using the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have it in 2 shades now because I also mixed the foundation with the self-tanning, and I know that by the end of the day it's gonna develop and it's gonna look a little bit darker. And the creme brulee, I think it's way much better at this moment. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but sometimes I love to use 2 concealers, one of them to basically cover any imperfections and the other one just to lighten the under eye area. So I'm going to apply the concealer right over here in the inner corner of the eye because I also have some darkness and I want to illuminate it, and also right over here at the end of the eye. Maybe you saw this. It's a very popular practice on Instagram. Everyone is basically doing it. It's the lifting technique. I used to do this before and I don't know why it was not that popular at that moment, but yeah. Now I'm gonna take the beauty blender and I'm just blending it very well. And I'm going with the product underneath my eyes as well. I think this beauty blender is quite big actually for the eye area. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm just gonna blend it with my fingers because I know that normally looks way much better when you blend it with your fingers. I'm actually warming the product as well, and the finish is way much beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here and on the other eye. And I'm also applying the concealer all over the eyelid. I'm not applying any eye base as the concealer is enough for what I'm planning to do today. Make sure you take your time when you're doing this. You don't have to apply too much product, you just need to blend it very well. If you need a little bit more coverage, then you can build it up and you can apply more product. This is one of the best concealers that I've used so far. I love so much the texture. I love so much that it's not creasing underneath my eyes. And trust me, I smile a lot and I have way too many lines around the eyes and underneath the eyes. So when I'm finding a good concealer, I make sure that I always have it in my makeup kit. Okay, I think it looks quite nice. I just love the finish. I just love how glowy it looks like. I moved the camera a little bit closer now because I want to use the other shade, the lighter one. And I'm just gonna apply just a tiny little bit underneath my eyes because I want to illuminate. I also want to cover the dark circles, and I'm just gonna blend it again using my fingers. I said that it's way much better if I'm coming closer so you can see how the concealer actually looks like on the skin when I'm blending it, and you can see the difference as well. It's such a beautiful luminous finish. I think it's one of the most luxurious concealers that I've used by now. And as I said, I love so much the texture because it's super lightweight. I mean, it's one of the iconic products from Nars. Nars itself, it's one of the iconic brands, to be honest, and I think I will be always obsessed with all of their products. I don't remember if there is any of their products that I've tried by now and I didn't like it, to be honest. Okay, so as you can see, now I camouflaged a little bit the dark circles. My eyes are quite red as well because I'm a bit tired, but hopefully I can look human by the end of this makeup session. Okay, let's blend it here as well. Now I'm gonna move on with the powder, and I'm using translucent crystal light reflecting setting powder. This is a pressed powder. I'm gonna apply the powder mostly underneath my eyes because I want to take the shine off and I want to fix the product very well. Okay, so I make sure that the concealer didn't crease underneath my eyes, and I'm just gonna take a small amount of product and I'm applying it underneath my eyes. This has such a silky texture. It's so lightweight, and you can barely feel it on your skin. I can set the foundation and I can control the shine without any trace of color because it's super silky. It looks so good and so different than any other powders that I've used by now. So it seems that antioxidants basically help against dryness and also keep the skin comfortable all day long. And because it has this light diffusing technology, you'll have that blurring effect each time you're using it, and the appearance of lines and wrinkles and pores will be so much diminished. I think it's safe to say that I become obsessed with this powder. And before trying this one, I used to have only two powders that I actually loved using all the time. I also love so much that is a pressed powder, so I can way much better control the amount of product that I'm using each time. So yes, this is one of the Nars products that I'm absolutely obsessed with it. One of the iconic products as well, which I really suggest you to give it a try. Maybe it's worth having a look and buy it in a travel size. I'm always recommending this. If you're not sure about a product, even if it's skincare, even if it's makeup, you can go for the travel size, and after that you can decide if you want the full size or not. Okay, I'll move on now with the Laguna bronzer, which I absolutely love using it for such a long time. I think it's been years since I have it in my makeup kit. It's such a beautiful product and it's so versatile, and I also love so much the finish. I'm not gonna do a heavy contour right now because I want to keep it very glowy and natural, and basically this product will help me so much to achieve that finish. As you can see, I'm starting right over here and I'm just blending it upwards. I make sure that I don't apply too much pressure on the brush and blend it very well. Such a beautiful finish. Each time I'm using it, I have the feeling that somewhere it's here. Okay, I'm gonna apply the same product on my forehead. I'm blending it very well, and I make sure that I go with the product initially right over here, where is this line between the skin and the hair. You basically want to go with the product into the hairs and blend it very well. If I'm not wrong, this is available in 2 shades. As I said, I'm using the shade Laguna today, but I think there is another shade which I haven't tried it by now. I think it's called Casino or something like that. And I saw some tutorials, and that one looks so good on the bronzed skin. So if you have more like a tan complexion, tan skin, maybe you should have a look at one as well. Both of the shades are super versatile, so I don't think you should be worried about the shade because they will easily adapt. I'm using the blush from the August collection. This is something that I also used to have for such a long time. I remember that I attended to a makeup masterclass in London organized by Nars, and it was so beautiful. The event was so well organized. At the end of the event, we basically tried the products, and I've decided to buy the blush. I loved it so much, and I still love it so much. I have the Nars Orgasm eyeshadow palette. This is another super beautiful palette, which is a gift from one of my friends. And I take this eyeshadow, which is the only one which is matte, because I want to apply it in the crease. So I'm taking a brush from Glitter number 81. And I'm just starting to blend the product into the crease. I'm gonna stay like this, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Again, very light move, very light hand, blend it very well. Don't apply too much pressure. Make sure that you are going with the blending upwards, and make sure that you don't have any harsh lines. Take a small amount of product and build it up and blend it up. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other eye. Now I'm taking a bigger brush, and this one is from Leonardo, and I'm blending the edges very, very well. So I make sure that the intensity of the eyeshadow is right over here in the crease, and everything else it's very nice blended. You can use circular moves, and you can also use this type of moves if you want to move the product. Now I'm using a flat brush. This is an old one from Nastel, if I'm not wrong. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of it. And I'm just gonna take this eyeshadow here. If you want the eyeshadow to pop up even more, you can use an eye base. The ones from Please are really, really nice. Now I'm using a flat, smaller brush, and I'm just gonna take this eyeshadow, this shade here, and go with it in the inner corner of the eye to illuminate this area here. I also believe that it's such a beautiful contrast between these two eyeshadows. What's left on the brush, on the buffing brush, I'm basically going underneath the eyes, on the lower lashes I should better say, and I'm blending it very well just to connect the two colors. I also want to apply a little bit of eyeliner on the waterline. I don't want to cry. Please don't cry, please don't cry. I'm gonna apply the same eyeliner on the waterline, but on the upper eyelashes. I'm also gonna do a soft eyeliner now. Okay, so now I changed the brush, and this is a round buffing brush. And what I'm basically gonna do now is to buff even better the eyeliner that I've applied and right over here. I make sure that I keep the intensity at the end of the eye. Start with the eyeshadow here, and I'm gonna apply the mascara. I'm using the Climax mascara, and I'm just trying to open it. I'm gonna give a nice curl to my eyelashes, and for this I'm using Laura Mercier eyelash curler. I know I said that this is gonna be a full face using Nars products, but I don't have an eyelash curler from Nars. And I also don't have any eyeliners from Nars, so that's why I've used the ingrot one. Nice, way much better. I think it makes such a huge difference each time I'm using the eyelash curler. My sister said that she's afraid that she'll break her eyelashes, so that's why she's not happy to use an eyelash curler. But if you are using it right, then, and if you are using a good curler, a good eyelash curler, then you don't have to be worried about it. I'm thinking to apply some eyelashes as well, some false eyelashes, or maybe some individual eyelashes by the end. Okay, so let me see if I can find some nice eyelashes, and I'm coming back. Okay, so I've applied the eyelashes. I'll be honest with you, I have no clue what I used. I know that they are demi-wispies. Demi-wispies, black. They might be Ardell, but now I'm not convinced. I'm not absolutely convinced. I know that I was buying demi-wispies from Ardell a long time ago, and I know that it's been a while since I didn't use their eyelashes. Now I'm gonna apply one of these two lipsticks, which I am definitely obsessed with them. Such a beautiful nude. And I'm gonna take a small amount using my brush. A lip brush. I love using a lip brush so much because I can easily control the amount of product. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult to talk now. I'm gonna zoom in again a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So if you want the lipstick to be more intense, you can apply a little bit more product. If you want to keep it lighter and more natural, then it's gonna look something like this. Just apply it in a small amount and blend it very well. I love these lipsticks because they are not drying your lips, even though they are matte, and usually the matte lipsticks are not acting too well during the day. And also because I normally have dry lips, I'm afraid that when I'm using a matte lipstick, it's gonna make them look even worse, but it's not happening with this one. Somehow I have the feeling that they contain something that basically hydrates the lips. I would definitely love to know which of the Nars products are your favorites, which of the Nars products are you planning to give a try after today's video, so please let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done this yet, and also please make sure to give a thumbs up to this video if you guys love the look that I created today. See you soon, guys!